Welcome back to Life Group, y'all. Hey, just so you guys are aware, we are 5 Sundays away from Easter. So I want you guys to be thinking about, praying about who you're going to invite to the Easter service coming up in not that far away from right now. Also, I want to make a quick plug for Growth Track. So if you have not gone through Growth Track yet, I want to encourage you to sign up and start going through that. Basically what it is, it helps you to learn a little bit more about Venue Church, about our purpose, about our vision, and also you'll learn a little bit more about yourself as well. So God bless. Look forward to seeing you guys there this week.
All right, come on, let's go.
So in the opening song, a song by Taylor Swift called 15, she says, because when you're 15 and somebody tells you they love you, you're going to believe them. And so there's these different seasons we go through in our life, from when we're younger all the way through till we're older. And you know, so actually Solomon talks about this in another one of his books, in Ecclesiastes. He says, there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. You know, there are seasons when things are appropriate and seasons when things aren't appropriate. I mean, for instance, it's not appropriate to go swimming right now. Why? Because it's frozen. You can't dive in. You can't swim. It wouldn't be appropriate right now to mow the lawn. Why? Because you can't even see the lawn. I'd have to get all of my 6 kids, me and Faith, out there with hair dryers, industrial-sized blow dryers to just even be able to see the grass, and it would still at that point even be frozen. It wouldn't be appropriate for me to grill on this grill right here. Invite all my friends over, sit out on the patio, because it just isn't a good idea. So there's a lot in our lives. There are things that when it's appropriate. There are seasons when things are appropriate and seasons when things aren't appropriate. So here's the first question. What are some things that might be appropriate or inappropriate for someone in your relational status? So Sunday we also talked about the season of preparation, and so let me just read this real quick and listen to this verbiage found in Song of Songs, chapter 2, verse 11. See, the winter is past. Well, obviously, if you look around, the winter is not past, but just for the sake of the scripture, we'll keep on reading. The rains are over and gone. Verse 12 says, flowers appear on the earth, and the season of singing has come. The cooing of doves is heard in our land. And then he says this, Solomon says this, my dove in the clefts of the rock, in the hiding places on the mountainside, show me your face. Let me hear your voice, for your voice is sweet and your face is lovely. Where was he hiding at when he said hiding places? He was actually creating what's called a huppah. And what that is it was their first house. That before they got married, the father would make the son basically go and prepare a house for his bride to be. So that's where he was. He was hiding himself away, creating this house. And when the father told him that he was ready, so that father actually supervised the whole construction of this house. And once the father said, yeah, you're ready, then he could actually go and get married to his bride to be. And so there was a lot of preparation that went into this. There's a ton of preparation. And here's the second question. What could you be doing right now to prepare for where you want to be with the relationships in your life? The last season we talked about this past Sunday was a season of purity. And we actually read in chapter 3, verse 4, read this. Scarcely had I passed them when I found the one my heart loves. I held him and would not let him go till I had brought him into my mother's house. Isn't that interesting? To the room of the one who conceived me. So here she is, she's looking for him all night long, and when she finally finds him, she takes him to her mother's house. There's all these boundaries that they have set up in order to protect the purity of their relationship. And I think that our relationships that we've got in our lives, whether it be our spouse or a friend or our kids or our parents or our relatives or coworkers, that there should be boundaries in all of those relationships. And so here's the third and final question for tonight. What kind of boundaries are we setting up to guard the purity of the relationships that are around us?